A very warm welcome to everyone and welcome to my channel Budding Geographers. Today we are going to learn how we can prepare a map using ArcGIS software. So for this I'm sharing my screen to you. I have already opened ArcGIS. This is the untitled Arc map. Now we have to prepare map. Before proceeding further, before proceeding further, I want to tell you something about the map. So there are many elements which are very important for a map that should be there in the map. So that is your title, north arrow, then your legend and your scale. So in this arc map, this is the window where we are going to prepare a map. So first of all, I want to introduce you to some tools over here. This is the file option. From here, you can open a new arc map or the existing arc map. Then there is a option of save a copy. Then the very important tool is the export map. This we can learn further. Then the most important tool while preparing a map is the insert tool. Here you can see the data frame. If we are using more than 2 or 3 data frames, then we are going to use this. Then the text. Well, whenever we are going to write something on the map, we are going to use this option. Then the neatline option is there, legend, north arrow, scale bar, and scale text. We can also add some pictures or objects like your pie diagrams, charts, etc. So let's proceed further. So first of all, we are going to add a shapefile to this data frame. So we are using ward-wise population 2011. We are going to add it. After adding this layer come under the data frame. Okay. Now we got our shapefile. If we open the attribute table is nothing but the characteristic of each feature. So we are going to prepare a population map. This is the ward name, then the population. We are going to use this field to create our map. So just now we are seeing this shapefile in the data view. For preparing a map, we have to switch to layout view. We can adjust the layout of this map. So the first important element, we are going to add the title. So this is the ward-wise map of Lucknow. So we are going to write population map of Lucknow city. In brackets, we are going to write the year 2011. After inserting this, the title will come over here. So we got a title of this. Next step is to give the categories. For categories, we will click our shapefile. Then with the right click, we'll go to the properties. And in properties, we are going to select the Symbology option. There are so many options, but we are going to use the Symbology option. In Symbology, there are feature, single feature categories, quantities, charts, multi-attributes, but we are going to select the quantities. Here in quantities, there are many options, graduated colors, we have the symbols, proportional. We can also prepare a dot density map also, in which one dot is going to represent some quantity, but we are not going for the dot density method. We are going to prepare the map with the graduated colors. In this value option, we are going to select the option population. For the normalization, we are going to select nothing. It will remain as a none. We can increase the classes like 6 or 7. I'm going to keep this as it is, but you can also classify them according to your need or the classes you want to give. Then apply and OK. So here we got the map, population map of Lucknow. Then the second main important element is the north arrow. So here we got many types of north arrows. In this we can select any one of them and we can edit them also. I'm going to select this one. This one is my favorite. I always use this. So one thing more, we always keep the north arrow in the right corner of the map. One thing I want to tell you, like the north arrow is of black color, we can also change the color of this map just by clicking it, and with the right click, we'll go to the properties, and in the properties, we can change the color of this, size, color, characters. We can change many things. I'm going to give them blue color. The next, we are going to insert a legend. So if there are more than one shapefile, then there will be more shapefiles over here. But now we are only having one. So the one shapefile is over here. We'll go to the next option. So here are the options, like if we want a border to be given to the legend, so we can give the border over here. The background color we can change, and the shadows, etc. are there. We'll go to the next, and we will give the next option, and we will finish it. So here we got our legend. So we will ungroup this, and the unwanted parts we will delete from here because we don't want this. Next is we will place this legend. Now the legend is taking too much of place and it is overlapping over our shapefile. So we will adjust our shapefile accordingly. Now it's okay. The next one is the most important one, is the scale bar. We are going to select a scale bar over here. So here we got our scale bar. By zooming it, we can see the scale bar is in miles. And if we want to give it, if we want these mile values in kilometer, then again we are going to right click it, properties, and in properties, scale and units, we'll select the first option is scale and units. And in the division method, division units, we are going to select the kilometers. We are going to apply it and okay. So now we are having all the values in kilometers. Again, we are going to add one more feature, that is your text bar scale. So this is the, we are going to, we can take this absolute scale also as well as 1 centimeters. There are too many types of scales over here. We are going to for the absolute scale. So here we got our absolute scale. Preparing our map on 50,000 scale. So we are going to zoom it. Again, we can change these values by just clicking the Arial, but this text format button. Yeah, I'm going for the Times Roman. Going to bold it, and we can increase the size of text also. So for this also, I'm going to give the Times Roman. Again, going for to increase the size of it. Again, going to change the color, going to give it red, bold. So now our map is prepared. In the next lecture, next lecture, we are going to discuss about how to give the grid to this map. Now we are going to save this for further editing. As I told you, in the next lecture, we are going to know how to give the grid to this map. So I'm going to save it. So save it, save the MXD, going to save it like giving the name Lucknow. Lucknow, save it. The next most important part is to export this map. As we all know, if we are going to give this MXD, like as we prepared over here to someone who are not having an ArcGIS installed in his laptop or computer, then he is not going to, they are not going to view this map. So we are going to export this map in the viewable format, that is your so we are going to see how many formats are there, in how many format we can export this map. So here EMF, EPS, AL, PDF, SVG, BMP, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, and GIF. So we are going to export it in JPEG format. You can also export in PDF. PDF format is the most compatible format for the editing. For the printing. The quality of the maps comes very good if you export it in PDF format. But I'm going to export it in JPEG. Next one is the most important one, is the giving the DPI, means dot per inch resolution. The more DPI you give to your map, the more beautiful it will come. But the more DPI means it will take more times to print. So I'm going for the 300, going to save it on desktop. I'm going to save it. So my export is completed, as you see over here in the left corner of this. Now I'm going to minimize this, and here we got our map. So again I have to share. So here we got our map. So here we got our map. So in the desktop, we can see this map, Lucknow, with the name Lucknow. Going to open it. Going to share with photographs. So here we got our map. So the map preparation in ArcGIS, as you can see, is very easy. You can simply prepare your maps. This will be very beneficial for your research work, for your dissertations, for your small projects. So keep watching. If you like this, click the like button, subscribe my channel, and all the best to everyone.